What is going on, guys, and welcome to another vlog. This is going to be a full day of eating after a long run. But first, as you know, I have a cold plunge over here in my garage. I post about it a lot on social media and I get a lot of questions about this thing. So I thought I would kick off this video by answering some of those. So let's get into it. So one question I get pretty frequently is, how do I keep the water clean? And one of the great things about the cold plunge is it has this filtration system back here that also keeps it cold all the time, but it filters the water through kind of like a hot tub, so it stays relatively clean all the time. But unfortunately right now, as you can see, it's a little dirty. I watched some videos and read some stuff online, and it said that you're supposed to empty the cold plunge and replace the water every 6 months. And I have not done so since I got it. So today I'm gonna be draining the water out of this thing, trying to get this thing back to clean. So while this is draining back here, I wanted to answer another question. And that is, how expensive are cold plunges and are they worth it? And to be honest, they're a little pricey. I believe this one brand new is like $5,000. I know there's a lot cheaper options out there, but I will say ice baths in general, 100% worth it. If you can find any sort of receptacle big enough to fit your body into and you're able to get the water cold enough, there are so many benefits to ice baths. I would then add that the cold plunge itself, the reason it's so expensive is because it filters its own water and it keeps it at the same temperature all the time, and that alone is very valuable. And there's things out there like the ice barrel where they look cool and you can get your whole body in there, but there's no way to filter the water, there's no way to keep the water cold all the time. You have to constantly be putting ice in it. So if convenience is a big thing for you, then a cold plunge would definitely be worth it. But like I said, in general, ice baths as a whole are completely worth it. All right, we got the water drained. Time to fill it back up. All right, we got the cold plunge filled back up. We got chemicals in there and it is looking awfully clean. That is just very satisfying. It is currently 87 degrees, so definitely way too hot right now, but we'll come back in a few hours and take a dip. All right, so look at this big guy. Look at him. Look at him. He's got 2 toys in his mouth. He's got 2 toys. All right, so this morning I went and ran 10 miles with Marcos and Jesse in downtown Austin. What a great morning. I love those dudes. I love those early morning runs in downtown Austin. It's just been a routine the last few months and it has been so much fun. And now I'm back home and I am starving, so I'm going to whip up some food real quick. And first, I'm gonna show you guys how I make my superfood smoothie. I think I've shown this to you guys before, but honestly, it's so good, it's worth showing you again. So here it is. So first, I always add in a banana, then I add in a berry mix, then I will add in some whole milk. I do 1 scoop of whey protein, about 2 tablespoons of honey, some unsweetened cocoa powder, and I'm gonna run down this line really quickly. Hemp seeds, turmeric, MCT powder, maca powder, flax seeds, chia seeds, mushroom powder. Then I'll add in a handful of spinach. Here we go. I gotta say, I look forward to this shake every single day. I couldn't tell you last time I did not have this smoothie, whatever you wanna call it. It's just so good. It's sweet, it's got lots of flavor, tons of nutrients. It's so good. I know what it's gonna taste like, but let's do it anyways. Every time. It slaps, every single time. Go make yourself one. All right, I am in the office working on Bree and I's travel plans for Europe, which is in about 6 weeks. This last week, we booked flights over to Munich, Germany, and we're gonna see a few different spots in Germany. We're gonna see Switzerland, we're gonna see part of Austria, We're super excited. This is our first time ever going to Europe. It's our first vacation outside of the country since we went to Bali, which was like pre-COVID, like early 2020. So it's long overdue for a nice international trip. Me especially, are very particular and organized when it comes to this kind of stuff, because for us, if we're gonna spend, thousands of dollars on plane tickets and Airbnbs and food and all this stuff to go visit a place, and you only have 10 days-ish in that area, we want to capitalize and maximize our time while we're there. So we do all this planning beforehand. We have our roadmap, all of our Airbnbs booked already. We have rental car, we have everything lined up. And so that way when we get over there, we don't really have to think. We don't have to be like, oh, well, what are we gonna do today? We're not gonna be wasting time doing that. Instead, we'll just say, okay, we're on this schedule, if you will, but it's not like we're eating at this restaurant at this time, and then we're gonna go to this place at this time. It's like we have a general guideline to follow. And from there, we can go explore different areas that we'll be in. We're super excited. We're gonna make a bunch of videos from our trip while we're there. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time, and we can't wait. All right, so my next meal is going to be one of my all-time favorites, protein waffles. I make these almost every single weekend, especially on days after long runs. They are so good. I've been eating these almost every weekend for a couple of years now. I don't know, I love them. Let me show you how I make mine. Old-fashioned Quaker oats, dark chocolate, chocolate chips, a little cocoa powder, gonna throw in a little organic coconut oil, vanilla extract, Kodiak cake, power cakes, 2 bananas, feeling a little spicy today, and another scoop of whey protein. I'm gonna do vanilla this time. The great thing about protein waffles is they're kind of like a blank canvas. You can add anything you want to protein waffles and they're still gonna be good. So this is what I have today. All right, this is, I must say, probably the best waffle mixture consistency I've done yet. I can already tell these are gonna be some good waffles. All right, that was probably the worst peanut butter spread job I've ever done, but I don't really care. Who cares what it looks like? All that matters is the taste. And the taste is delicious. God dang. Protein waffles never fail. The peanut butter, the protein, the syrup, the waffle, it all comes together so nicely. Come here. Can you sit? Good boy. All right, so as I talked about in our last vlog, Bree is currently in Maine for work. She left last weekend and she's gonna be there for another 2 weeks. So I am currently in single dad, dog dad mode. But one of the things with these dogs is, especially during the summer, especially in Texas, they shed so much. So it's about once a week I come out here and I brush them out. I get a lot of hair out, as you can see. I mean, I'll be out here for 20-30 minutes doing this and the hair just doesn't stop coming out. It's everywhere. We have hair everywhere all the time. That is the one of the prices to pay for living with Goldens, but they're the best. We'll never have another breed of dog. They're truly the best. Look at how beautiful this handsome boy looks now. Look at him. You're so handsome. You're so handsome. Now for the next dog. Luckily, Makua's coat much thinner. He doesn't shed nearly as much. He's still a pup. That's probably why. Look at all that. Look at all that hair. These boys did good. Come say hi. You're so handsome. You're so handsome. All right, let's see how cold we got it. 53. Not too shabby. It's not quite 40 yet, but it'll work. Also, another secret to ice baths is you don't want to immediately go hop in a hot shower or hop in a sauna unless you're doing contrast therapy where you go back and forth. But a good rule of thumb is always end with the cold plunge because you want your body to learn how to adapt and warm itself up. You don't want to have it dependent upon a hot shower or a hot sauna to warm itself back up. So always end with the ice bath. All right, it is about 7 p.m. and it is the last meal of the day. Tonight I'm gonna be making creamy Tuscan chicken pasta. I am very excited for this. I haven't had pasta in a hot minute, and I haven't made pasta in an even hotter minute. So I'm really excited for this. So let me show you what I got. All right, so we've got some organic baby spinach. We got some butter. We've got heavy whipping cream. We've got Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, a big ass garlic clove. I've never seen a garlic clove that big in my life. Chicken breast, sun-dried tomatoes, and some penne pasta. This is gonna be delicious. I cannot wait for this. All right, one of my favorite ways to cook chicken breast is to heat up the grill and then just throw the chicken breasts in some tin foil. You can usually fit about 2 chicken breasts per thing. It keeps the chicken nice and juicy, and this is just so simple, like especially the cleanup process. So try it out next time if you haven't done it already. It's not like a groundbreaking thing. I just like to do it. All right, our pasta is done. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. I can't wait to try this. But that is the video. That is a full day of eating after a long run. I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is delicious, by the way. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.